Yes, hi, Tom. Can you hear me okay?
Just fine. Yeah, thank you.
Look, I wonder why they didn't go with the emoluments clause. They could have brought in about the money that the taxpayers are spending with going to his golf courses, the time that he had the U.S. military spend $17.2 million at a Scottish airport near a Trump resort. They've got so much on him, and since it's coming out of the pockets of the American people, maybe that might enrage them, and that'll be very hard to defend. But they're not bringing that up. Sometimes I wonder where the Democrats are. They're trying
well,
to
I think what they're doing, Donald, is they're saying, okay, everybody in America understands a shakedown. Everybody in America understands the old mafia movies where, hey, nice little business you got here, nice little restaurant you got here, be a shame if something happened to it. Everybody gets that. Not everybody gets what an emolument is or how money moves, and Trump could always say, well, you know, in Scotland, I mean, they had to land somewhere, and this was an appropriate, and, well, you know, my hotel. There is literally no defense for what Trump did with regard to Ukraine.
What about the number of times he went to a golf outing?
You know, Barack Obama went golfing. Yes, Trump went golfing at his own resorts. And, you know, frankly, the fact that he didn't put his stuff in a blind trust should be an argument against him. But neither did George Washington, which Republicans will point out to you every time you bring this up. George Washington, Mount Vernon wasn't just a plantation. It was a business. They were making metal there. They were making, they were fabricating things. They were making furniture. They were doing all kinds of stuff, all with slave labor. And I would add, but George Washington never put that in a blind trust. There's a long history of presidents maintaining their businesses when they go into office. So, which is not to say that it's right, but it's to say that it would be much harder to prosecute an emoluments clause thing than a shakedown. And so I think actually they're doing the right thing. Jared in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. Hey, Jared, what's up?
Well, I have to agree with the previous caller. I mean, this is complete propaganda, this whole trial in the Senate. And I am not a Trump apologist. You know that all too well. But all this is just a charade. It's all just window dressing.
I don't think so.
From what the real... How so?
So I don't think so, because Donald Trump committed a crime. He conspired with people in his administration to withhold money that the law says he had to disperse. This is a you know, the general accounting office came right out, or government accounting office came right out and said this is he broke the law. This is a crime, and he broke the law in order to get dirt on Joe Biden, or to manufacture dirt on Joe Biden, and that was to promote his own campaign and candidacy for president. It doesn't get clearer than that, Jared. I don't get what you're saying is a charade.
I agree that he committed crimes, but he's committed a lot worse crimes than that. I mean, I'll cite the statistic till I'm blue in the head, but Air Wars specifically cites that Donald Trump has killed more civilians in 9 months than Barack Obama did in 8 years with drone strikes.
Right, but you know, Jared, I get that, and both of them, both Obama and Trump, have been moving away from troops on the ground and toward drone strikes. But that said, again, the rebuttal from the Republicans will be, well, Obama did it. And where do you draw the line? How do you calibrate that? I guarantee you, Obama never called up a foreign government and said, hey, will you find some dirt on my opponent? Never happened.